Hi guys, welcome to this short video about how to avoid huge bill for a whole home plumbing issue. So that's our last bill from Sunday 2 days ago, $375. I don't know if this is just like a weekend bill or yeah, it was Sunday, it was late, but probably it won't be much cheaper during the week. So how to prevent that? And I think it's really important to tell you that because it can be very easy to prevent that. I'm not saying it will work 100%, but probably in a lot of cases in one or in the other way. So let's start with the whole story. We had already a small issue about a week earlier, and yeah, I mean there are actually two different things. When you have like a local issue in one bathroom and nowhere else, usually I mean it's a local thing, you just have to use like a plunger and make sure that it is free again. But if you have an issue at the same time and in different locations, and even it comes up like in the bathtub and shower, and so it's a serious issue and it's probably everywhere in the whole home, so it's down somewhere the sewage drain, and that's a big issue. I mean, first thing, it's a bigger thing. Usually it's difficult to reach there, it's usually more expensive, and the problem is you don't have like an alternate way to use any kind of bathroom during this time. I mean, especially if you have two floors, then yeah, if you use something in the second floor, then you could have a huge mess in the first floor. So you have to be really careful when the whole home switch is clogged. So yeah, we had the thing 1 week ago and we didn't pay much attention. We used just a plunger in one of the bathrooms and we tried a little bit and it was like solved. It looked like solved. We didn't pay more attention. We thought, okay, yeah, done, everything is good so far, nothing happened, maybe just something like temporary blockage. And then 2 days ago somebody was using the bath, and yeah, after that a lot of water went down the drain, and so it started to like sound like bubbles coming up in the toilet bowl and everywhere, strange sounds, and then backing up everywhere a little bit. I mean, it was not huge, but it was like backing up everywhere, and we knew it's something serious. So, and then we started working on that for hours, and we couldn't solve the issue, and we finally had to call a plumber, and that was the result. So how to prevent that? So first important thing, this is what I think everybody tells you: when you have the first signs of a whole home sewage blockage, it's time to act. Don't say, yeah, okay, let's wait before it starts backing up next time. No, it's really time to do something, because you have still a huge chance to do something, almost no matter what it is. I mean, of course, the sewage pipe could collapse if you have something really old and you have like clay or old metal, and it could collapse, and it's impossible to fix on your end. But there are mainly two things which you could fix. I mean, if it's just clogged by some organic things, and you can pour down really heavy stuff. I mean, you can go to Walmart, Home Depot or so and find really good stuff like foaming things which fills the whole pipe and makes the things going again. But the really important thing is that it still has to flow a little bit. If it's fully clogged, there's no way that all these chemicals go down the drain. So you have to act while it's still running. This is really important. I mean, in a lot of cases you have old pipes like clay pipes and old metal pipes, and there are cracks, and then the roots are starting to grow into that. There are so many cases, and also in our case we had the thing. So here's the picture what we had. I mean, that's the professional who was here, and yeah, on the left side here you can see what he has been able to take out, and there was a huge bunch of roots. And that's something which you can remove. I mean, you can buy something, cost maybe $15 or so, or maybe a little bit more expensive. Here we have a few samples of that root killer. I think that's something which can work. I mean, just make sure that you have the right stuff. Maybe ask somebody there at the location, maybe they can help you. I mean, I have never used something like that, but I heard this can really work. As long as the thing is still flowing, you can work and remove roots with that, and even it should work without killing the trees. So that's that already can save you a lot of money. But maybe it's not root, maybe it's just things which you have been putting down the drain, like eggshells or like lady stuff or whatsoever, and it has been clogging. And you can still work on that, especially these days. There are these new plungers. I mean, compared to the old stuff, yeah, I wouldn't buy these things even when we knew that for ages, and we had it, we have been using that, my parents have been using that, grandparents have been using that. I mean, there are better ways these days. I mean, first thing, toilet shape has changed, it looks a little bit different, and this thing has much more water in it. That's the really positive thing. And you can do so much more, you can move so much water around with that. If you work for a little bit on a toilet bowl with such a thing here, you have even a really good chance to remove a whole home blockage just with this thing locally. I can highly recommend that this is really good stuff here. So I think as long as there is something still flowing, I mean, not totally blocked and not one drop going down, there's still a chance to do something. When it's fully blocked, yeah, it's going to be really difficult. So really act on the first sign. And there's another really important tip from my side. So if you watch this picture here, we can see, I mean, you can have something locally like here or here in bathroom, bathtub, sink, kitchen, and so on. That's one thing. But if it comes to a whole home sewage blockage, when we are talking about somewhere around here, and yeah, then the question is always, is it your problem, or is it like the cities or counties problem? And I can highly recommend to call the city, because sometimes they come pretty fast. I mean, we had them come yesterday and they were here within about 1 hour, and it didn't cost anything. We said, yeah, there's like a whole home blockage, and we think it could be down in the city main line. And so they came and checked everything, but unfortunately they had to tell us that it was, yeah, somewhere here, I mean, on our lot. And yeah, it was our thing. I mean, it looks like they had replaced the main line from the city, and that was now that's everything good here. And when they renovated our home, they had done this thing here around here, but everybody was thinking, yeah, the part in the middle was the other party's responsibility, and nobody replaced that. So there's old stuff here, probably clay or old metal. It looks like really old and rotten. There were cracks and roots coming in. So, but there's always a chance that it's not in your home. There's a chance that the blockage is really in the city line, and then they have to unclog and make it free, and it will be free of cost, because it's included in whatever you pay them on a regular base. And this can prevent that you have to pay $375, and I think it's definitely worth to try that. If you have a really good reason to believe that it's somewhere down here. I definitely highly recommend that. That's important to know. So that's it for now. I hope I was able to help you a little bit with that. If you have any questions or comments or other opinions on that, please write everything down into the feedback area. I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.